watching your local election headquarters. This is Wane 15 Nightcast at 11.
Look how thin it is. There it goes.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it was like small gunshots.
Just hear a boom, 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 the hail hitting the vehicle.
On this primary election night, a lot of people across the region also dealing with severe weather. A reported tornado in Paulding County, Ohio, damaging hail throughout the area.
Wane 15 meteorologists track these storms with you on air for more than 2 hours tonight, making sure you stayed safe as the storms hit. We have primary team coverage in a moment. Well, first, we'll start with our weather team coverage. Chief Meteorologist Nicholas Ferrari, are we in the clear now?
We are in the clear right now.
Turning now to election results, starting with the 3rd Congressional District, the Democratic nomination went to Kylie Adolph, and in a tightly contested field, Marlon Stutzman is the Republican nominee.
Stutzman is live with us in the Wane 15 studio tonight. Here is with our Rex Smith. Rex?
Well, Dirk, Alyssa, thank you, and Marlon, congratulations, and thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thanks. It's good to be here.
It was a tightly contested race, and it was an expensive one as well. A lot of campaign ads, a few attack ads thrown in there, but so many mailers, calls, texts, emails. There were 8 Republicans going for this nomination, and you're the one standing heading towards the November election. How does that feel?
Well, it feels great. I'm glad that it's done and it's over with. But first of all, I just want to commend the others who ran as well. They ran strong campaigns. This was a nail biter right down to the end. You know, we didn't know what to expect on how close it was going to be, but I'm excited to be the nominee, and I'm very honored to be the nominee because we have a lot of work in Washington to do to get this country fixed and get it back on track.
You've been the 3rd District representative before. Steve Shine, the Allen County GOP chairman, told me tonight you're the one who can hit the ground running. Is that your biggest sell to voters heading toward November?
Yeah, I believe it is. You know, I've seen the underbelly of Washington, D.C. and how it works. You know, and so knowing how the ropes work there and who the players are, after the November election, once we take office in next January, I can do that. I can be able to, bring coalitions and work with coalitions. We've got $35 trillion in debt. The federal government is broken. We need to get people working together to fix the problems.
What's your confidence level like? I mean, this is an area that votes Republican, but you do have a Democratic challenger. People have supported Jim Banks for 8 years, you before that. So tell me a little bit about how you feel confidence-wise.
Yeah, this is a strong Republican district, and I don't take that for granted at all because it's a great opportunity to reach out to folks in our urban communities. It's a great opportunity to reach out to folks in suburban and rural areas. It's obviously a strong agricultural district, but a lot of manufacturing. I'm just so proud of our district because Northeast Indiana is just a great place to raise a family and to work and to build a business, to call it home. And to be able to go back to Washington and represent this part of the state is a true honor.
All right, Marlon, thank you for being here tonight. I'm sure we'll talk to you a lot over the course of the next 6 months.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dirk?
The race for governor will feature Republican Senator Mike Braun facing off against Democrat Jennifer McCormick. Senator Mike Braun won that highly contested Republican primary. 6 Republicans looking to replace Governor Eric Holcomb, who can't run again because of term limits.
You can see we've come through just now this evening that first hurdle jumped with the feistiest, most competitive primary we've had in the history of our state. Yeah, I mean, that's where we ended up. Yeah. And I've already had 3 folks that I ran against aggressively call in, wish me well, want to get on board, so we beat the other side of the aisle when it comes to the election in November.
Jennifer McCormick was the only Democrat in that race.
The Allen County Democratic Watch Party tonight was filled with Democratic leaders from across the region.
Wane 15's Taylor King was also at that watch party. She joins us with the winners and the Allen County Council at Large race. Taylor.
Well, leaders with the Allen County Democratic Party say they are excited and grateful with tonight's primary results. Their biggest race of the evening for the Allen County Council at Large, where 3 Dems, Stephanie Henry, Nina Bailey, and Kevin Hunter won in this primary. Both Hunter and Bailey were present at tonight's watch party. Republican winners were Ken Freeze, Robert Armstrong, and Lindsey Hammond. Incumbent Kyle Curley fell short. Here are a few words from Bailey, Hunter, and Freeze after tonight's results.
As we move forward to the general election, we are going to make sure if elected or when elected, that we are going to take care of the people of Allen County. We're going to make sure that their voice is heard. We're going to be an ear to listen to them and to listen to their needs. We are about putting people first in our candidacy.
Part of, geographically, we've got to get out the vote. That is the real issue. Contacting as many voters as we can and just, getting them to listen to our message and go out there and get out the vote.
We have a very good council right now. I think we've done an excellent job working for the taxpayers. And I always have fought for the employees and always tried to reduce taxes in every way we can, and I will do that again for the next 4 years.
Derek Camp, the Allen County Democratic Party chair, says despite the low voter turnout, the night was successful. The candidates will race in the 2024 November general election on Tuesday, November 5th. And you can see more results on our website right now, Wane.com. Taylor King, Wane 15 News.
You're watching your local election headquarters live on Wane 15.
Welcome back. We continue our coverage of the 2024 primaries with an in-depth look.
Mike Wolf heads the political science department at Purdue Fort Wayne. And Mike, first question. It seems very unusual that we have in this race for governor, senator, House, 3 Republican men versus 3 Democratic women.
Well, and a couple of new faces on the scene, and we'll see. And one was a Republican. Mm-hmm. So, this is where the two parties will have to be situated, and have to mobilize voters with a narrative behind this. Do you have experience on the one side and voting for change on the other, clearly in a state that's been leaning Republican here for more than a decade?
So in the primaries, obviously, a lot more than just 2 candidates in a lot of these races. Braun and Stutzman both not receiving 50% of the vote. What do they have to do going forward in November now?
There's some healing to do. I mean, there was a lot of negative ads, particularly in the congressional race here. So they have to figure out a way to get endorsed by the people they just defeated, which they said in the debate everyone was going to do. But how much they really hand over is what we'll see. And there should be some advantage fundraising and some other kind of components that will ease that transition.
Do you expect to see as many negative ads in the fall as we did in this primary?
Probably not, because those outside groups will be probably spending their money in more competitive places, most likely. So we'll see whether or not we'll see the national figures in here when we have really tight races that should be in some of our neighboring states and even other states.
So why do you think voter turnout is still so bad? 16% in Allen County.
Yeah, I think part of it is this ambivalence. That a lot of these candidates were running on the same thing. They were running on the same issues, and they sounded the same. It's probably they could have voted for 2 or 3 of them, and all right. And then you throw the negativity in, and it churns people up a little bit.
Plus, top of the ticket, Trump was already settled well before Indiana's race. Mike Wolf heads the political science department at Purdue Fort Wayne. All the results from all the races are on right now, Wane.com.
A referendum in Steuben County will raise property taxes to benefit Fremont Community Schools. The referendum was on the ballot last May, but it was voted down then. Property taxes paid to the schools for 8 years will be at least 15 cents per $100 of assessed property value.